Welcome to Win with Barlow, the podcast where we turn your entrepreneurial dreams into reality. With your host, Akira Barlow. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of DNA testing businesses. Looking to maintain momentum or ready to scale? This series is your guide to success. Let's get started. Hey cousins, how are you today? I hope you are well. Today is our final episode of 2024. Man, it's been a great year, y'all. It's been an absolutely amazing year. I must say, meeting y'all, kicking it with y'all, talking to y'all, man, it has been an amazing time. If you are new here, you are catching the last episode. So I recommend that you go back and listen to some of the other, I think, 35 podcast episodes to kind of catch up and to learn all about having a DNA testing business, not just having one, but creating a successful and profitable DNA testing entity. But thank you all so much for just the love and the support. It has been absolutely amazing. The DNA e-course, I think right now is at about 13,000 enrollments. I never would have thought, okay? Never, ever would have thought it would have gotten this much traction, okay? So listen, thank you all so very much. In today's episode, our final and last episode, I want to talk about how to actually win in 2025 with your DNA testing business. I think it's a great topic to end our season here. And I think that it'll help you prepare for what's to come. All right. I think it'll help you prepare for what's to come. If you haven't already, be sure you hit the subscribe button for your girl. Okay. Go ahead and subscribe, become a subscriber, join the family, and leave me a comment and let me know how these episodes have helped you or inspired you or motivated you, or just let me know. All right. Let me know down in the comments. But I thought this was so fitting for the last episode to kind of just give you guys my personal views on how to win in 2025 because of all of the traction that DNA testing and mobile labs have gotten this year. I think that it's very important to come into 2025 with a very strong game plan. Like, you cannot be short stopping. You got to be ready to really show up, ready to swing. Like, you can't come onto the field trying to adjust your clothes, trying to fix your helmet. Like, you got to be ready to come on the field and swing the dang on bat. Okay. So here are, I think, six. I think I got six things that I feel like is crucial to 2025 and just being profitable and just showing up. So number one, y'all might be mad at me, but I think I might have said this on the previous episode before. Um, Ditching the Canva logos. I know y'all throwing tomatoes at me, right? But in 2025, we got to show up like the big boys, y'all. We got to show up like the big companies. And because with the traction that, the mobile lab and DNA testing thing is getting, you cannot play games with your marketing anymore. I'm just being real. You got to be prepared to show up and show up with a solid and clean and professional brand. And I'm not saying you can't do that with a Canva logo, but I am saying that it's important for you to find the areas in which you feel as if you can invest in your business. So if you know that you made a logo just to kind of get you started and to kind of get you through 2024, cool. But you also know, and if your logo was looking a little dingy, if it's looking a little pixelated, if it's a little bit too small, does it really look like it can compete with these $1 million DNA companies? Does it really look like it can compete with, just a sustainable, nice business in your area? So think about how all of that looks and presents itself, especially when you're trying to establish business partnerships, when you're trying to get your foot in the door with some attorneys and doctors and things like that. You want to make sure that your brand is the best representation of you and your services. And I get that we're trying to save money and cut corners, but there are just some places that I feel like you have to show up professionally in order to get the job done. Maybe not get the job done, but get the job done in regards to getting somebody's professional attention. All right. The second thing that I'm going to recommend is that you look into maybe some SEO optimization. Look into trying to make sure that your DNA testing profile or business listing is coming up in Google, it's coming up first in the searches. People that may be Googling it in your area, looking up DNA testing in your city, making it easier for them to be able to find you. So go on Fiverr or get some assistance or get some help from somebody that, can help kind of put your business in position. And that's really all this is about, just putting your brand in position to win. So once you go into, the SEO stuff, when people are searching and Googling and looking, it's going to help a lot. I also recommend maybe starting a blog or maybe just having a few articles on your website that can give some insight about DNA testing and the procedures and the process, just so that when people Google, it'll pop up. If you don't have a Pinterest page, I recommend that you start one for your business so that you can put some educational information out there. Believe it or not, I've gotten orders online for ancestry tests, for home non-legal tests, just because people have searched and found us on Pinterest. So think about just getting out into the SEO a little bit heavier and deeper so people can find you easily. Number 3, I also want y'all to get a real marketing plan. Stop trying to wake up and say, hey, I'm gonna call a few lawyers today, and then you don't do anything else. And then the next week you try to pick it back up for a couple hours. Let's get a real marketing plan and let's sit down and create what those tasks look like for that marketing campaign and put it on a Google Calendar. Being consistent and having a flow to what you're doing is how you can measure your results, is how you can stay on track. It's also how you can be productive. So figure out, okay, top of the year, it's going to be tax time. So DNA tests are going to be booming. How can I show up in my business? How can I market to people in this space? And so that is what your focus should be on right now. Like, how are you showing up in the first quarter of next year? And what does that marketing plan look like for the people who you're trying to reach? Are you trying to reach fathers? Are you trying to reach moms? Think about who you're targeting and then go to the areas in which these people would be. That is how you create a marketing strategy and designate some real marketing dollars. Okay. I want you to go through your budget and say, hey, all right, this month I got $300. So I'm going to take these $300 and I am going to get new flyers, or I am going to sponsor something at a daycare center, or I'm going to do a pop up shop at a local school, or I'm going to go by the WIC office and I'm going to give out maybe a a raffle or something for a DNA test. I'm just shooting some stuff off the top of my head, okay? But come up with a real plan, a real marketing flow, and set aside some real marketing dollars for your DNA testing business. And I think that'll help you grow and be successful in 2025. I think we're on number 4. Yeah, we're on number 4. And have a real mission. Okay. Have a real mission for your business. If you got this nice little cute saying all on your website saying you're on a mission to do this and this and this and that, let that be your real mission and stand on it. Okay. Like, have a real group of people that you're advocating for, have a real focus and a real identity for your brand. This helps you stay aligned to your core values and your core morals for the business. It also helps you stay in position and in a place of exposure for the group of people that you're helping. So if your mission is to create more unified families, how can you show up in your community, representing your mission? How can you show up representing that you are focused on making sure that families stay together? So stand on a real mission and have one literally for your business so that it's not hard for you to advocate for somebody. All right. I think we're on number 5. Yep. Number 5. Let's talk about just offering more value and flexibility. All right. Listen, in order to win in any business, you got to be the solution. And in order to be the solution in this space, you're going to have to focus a lot on flexibility and you're going to have to focus a lot on value. Value, so to speak, is being able to offer more services so that you're not confined to just DNA testing and your money is just, compelled to it alone as a service, but just the convenience and the flexibility of being able to reach your clients and to get the test done legally and professionally. And I think by offering more value and showcasing that value is how you're going to get more clients. There are going to be so many new people starting DNA testing businesses. As more people learn about this opportunity, you're going to see them pop up more. But you should be focused on staying in this space, not just starting, but actually staying in this space. And so the only way that you can stay is if you are bringing the value. So bring more value and be prepared to grow your business, be prepared to offer more, be prepared to learn more, and be flexible. Offer the convenience, and you'll be good in 2025. And lastly, this is my last tip, y'all. How to win in 2025 with your DNA testing business. Listen, get into some government contracts. Now y'all know I tell y'all all the time that there are very few like specific DNA testing contracts out there. There may be few, but they still do exist. Put your business in position, okay? Register as a state vendor with your state, register with your city, register on sam.gov as a federal contractor so that you're able to bid on opportunities that do come up, and you can't bid if you're not registered. So go ahead and just get your brand set up so that you're able to bid, so that you're able to see, so that you're able to secure some government contracts. All right. Again, y'all, it has been a true pleasure to kick it with y'all this year. I have thoroughly enjoyed teaching you guys all about DNA testing. I have had a freaking ball. Y'all just don't know. My little introverted self, I have had a ball kicking it with y'all. Again, go back to some of the episodes to kind of get some gems again or refresh your memory or to get your motivation back up. Build your momentum, family. Get it together. Show up for your brands and let's pop out in 2025 with some successful DNA testing businesses. Again, I'm your girl, Akira Barlow. Thanks, you guys, for the love and support. I'll see you in 2025.